And named Rookie of month, clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The 1-2. That one kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. That one lifted to left. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 6, Willie.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Castro. The 1-1. Runner on the go. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. Scoreless after 1. First and second here, no outs.
Shortstop, Joe Mendez.
And fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not.
Base hit! Runner around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
First and second, no outs. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
This is Willie Castro. To third might be 2. More for 1. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the White Sox 2 and the Angels nothing. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. 1 out. Runner at second. Logan O'Hoppe the next to hit. Man at second. On the ground to short, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Mendez, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Oh, he can't hang on. The flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
For the White Sox, the first baseman, number 5, Murakami.
So up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5.
Could use a ground ball here.
Step off throw to first. Mendez back on a dive. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Runner takes off in the air, right field. Brings it in, and that's the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Mendez steps in. RBI opportunity here.
Yeah, Boog, important to try and close the gap. One at-bat can tilt the scale.
This one in the air, right field. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double as a run scores on the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's ball 4. So 2 down, and up next for Los Angeles, Errol Vera. Out to short, Mendez. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him! A beautiful play to end the inning. Angels held in check, but they still lead at 6-3. Back to the top of the order now. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. The White Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Mendez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Mendez with a solid contribution even despite the loss. 3 hits and a couple of runs knocked in.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boog. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. They didn't win, but he can be proud of this game.
Joe Mendez has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Mendez digs in. He's up against an 85-plus rated arm, which basically means good luck.
Yeah, Boog, if he reaches base here, somebody better start checking for controller cheats.
The White Sox with a chance to play spoiler in this ball game. Swing and a bouncer. Henderson. Here's Holiday for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here's the 2-2. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man at second. In the air, left side. Alexander under this one. And that is that. One hit, one left. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. Here's Adley Rutschman.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a four-bagger.
Swing and a ground ball. Mendez throws to first in time. Rutschman retired.
The batter, number 7, second baseman Jackson Holiday.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Shortstop Joe Mendez.
Mendez turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. That one is absolutely belted, and it's into the gap. My drop around third. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run scores. It's a 2-run game. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the White Sox 1. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Mendez up now, trying to make this pitcher work, Singy.
Yeah, it's time to be annoying, Boog. Spoiler mode activated. Foul balls, deep counts, whatever it takes.
He's someone you really want to keep off the bases, Chris. He has the most stolen bases in the league. Two down, nobody on. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Mendez not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And they trail it 4-1. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jackson Holliday getting ready to hit.
Holliday.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Mendez steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boog, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
This one in the air, right field. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And the White Sox will strand 3. They're down 7-1. All loaded up. Joe Mendez steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
At the ball.
The 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. Here's a 1-1.
Come on, go.
Can't reach it. Should score at least 2. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. Now a 3-run game. It's 8-5.
Hey, we've got a ball game again. That was huge. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Colson Montgomery will hit next. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman.
Down.
Now the tag at third, and they got him.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys.
So 2 down. Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. This could end it. Left field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take the series opener here at home. Mendez made a big contribution despite the loss. Drove in 4 runs on the game.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth?
Joe Mendez, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Joe Mendez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Orioles due up in the first, no score. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 24, Blake. Alex. The batter, number 7, shortstop, Joe Mendez.
That one outside, and it's 1-0. My draw. The runner at first with 2 gone. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swings through that. Out to short. Not in time. He's safe. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
The batter, number 7,
Mendez, with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are...
Quick move to first. Tag, and he picked off. Mendez stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boo. This place would erupt.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. It's gone. Grand slam. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 7-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning. They set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
So 2 down, Joe Mendez steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered in this game.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Tapper back to the mound.
Come on, come on, come on.
Toss to Alonso, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for the White Sox, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. So next to hit for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander.
Number 24,
The Orioles down to their final strike. On the ground to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. Mendez really stood out in this win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
And now the shortstop, Joe Mendez.
Joe Mendez.
Mendez with a homer in his last game. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. On the board first, it's 1-0. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Quick toss to first. Mendez back in on a dive. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Westberg throws to first in time. So runner at second, 2 down. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Pickoff throw. Mendez dives back in safely. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Runner takes off for third. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson gets it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here in Baltimore, digging in, Jordan Westberg. On the ground to the left. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jeremiah Jackson.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. On a line, base hit.
Pick it up.
And that keeps the inning going.
Way to swing the bat. Nice rip.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in there. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Mendez off of first with 2 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Brooks Baldwin getting ready to hit. Runners on the move. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. She'll still come home with it. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Tag, and he's out. Try to get back, and that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Blaze Alexander digs in now. And a payoff pitch. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
The batter, number 7, Joe Mendez.
That's a base hit. Run scores. He's in there. It's 3-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out man at first. Now Colson Montgomery.
Get back, get back.
Quick move to first. Mendez back on a dive. Three-0 down. Runner takes off, so a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next to Chicago.
Stepping in, Brooks Baldwin. 2 on, 1 out. Double steal. Pitch kicks away.
You're down.
And the runners will move up. Two down. That's to third. Toss to Alonso. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Up next to Chicago, the right fielder, number 6, Willie Castro.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Here's a 1-2. Out to short. Mendez. To first. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One down. Now it's the shortstop, Joe Mendez. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. To the right side, Holiday.
Come on.
Handles, throws to first, and there's 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joe Mendez. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So a man at first. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. And the 0-2. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throws.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
1 out. Runner at second. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at second. He's trying for third. Swinging a drive. Deep right field. That one carrying. Hauls it in on the warning track. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Up next for the White Sox, the right fielder.
This is Willie Castro. Man on second, 2 down. Runner breaks for third. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. This one in the air. Teal settles underneath it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Mendez had a sensational showing in the win. Knocked in 4 runs, really drove production.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
I'm getting more money than ever, baby. Yeah, I said the windows tinted and I ain't rented. I'm winning. Baby was with it in mid-sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close. That's in vogue. Getting Douglas with my dog. Through the walls. I done drove everything. Fiscus to Nissans. Don't do arguing. I just throw the peace signs. Meditating for some meat.
Joe Mendez comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Mendez steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
On the ground. Look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6, Willie Castro.
Mendez stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Right side.
Run it.
Throw on to Torkelson, and that is the inning. 2 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Mendez clocks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
That one the other way. Fair
ball. Find the ball.
Around first, digging for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Up next for Chicago.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Runner in scoring position. Pickoff move to second. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
All right, flat out, this just cannot happen. You can't make that kind of mistake at second base with nobody out. You've got to make sure that you're tight enough to the base. So what if you don't score on a single to the outfield? You're in scoring position. That really hurts a potential rally here.
Torkelson.
Get it out! Get it out!
He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A couple of runs in the inning. First and second, one out. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. Nice stop. Throws from the seat of his pants.
Got him. That's
There's
an out.
one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So 2 down, digging in, Joe Mendez. 1 for 4 with a double. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Headed for the plate. And they take a 3-run lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Willie Castro steps to the plate for the White Sox. And at second, runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. He reaches 40 stolen bases on this season with that bag.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Throw off target, and a run scores on the play. Tough way for the inning to continue for the defense.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run.
Man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Ground ball right side. Murakami steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Mendez really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
And up next for Chicago, Joe Mendez.
Joe Mendez.
Here's a rookie that brings a lot to the table, but one thing that stands out is his ability to steal bases. He's been electric on the base paths this season.
Swing and a ball line to center. Hauls it in, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Joe Mendez.
And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter on the move. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Go, Mendez.
That one fouled off. Here's your 1. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, Adam in center field. So 1 left for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Riley Green.
Next for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Horner flies around third. He'll score and they tie it. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Mendez stepping in. It's late. It's quiet. But here's a chance to make some noise with 2 gone.
Yeah, this is when rally hats get flipped, Boog. Let's see if he can twist this script.
At the ball.
Hey. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Way out front for strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Ripped on the ground to second. Horner over to first. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it. So a man at first. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. To the right side. Murakami tossed to second, to first. Double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
1 down. Now here is Munetaka Murakami.
Munetaka Murakami.
Payoff pitch. Swing, and it's popped straight up. 2 down. Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Mendez with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Joe Mendez steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Mendez goes 5'5", 195 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2025. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Just underway here in Detroit. Got him swinging, and 1 away.
just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it
gets him easily, ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Mendez.
Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. And midway in the 4th, 1 gone, runner at first. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the White Sox 5 and the Tigers nothing. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Mendez digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with the knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean,
line shot into the gap should score at least 1. 1 run across. He boots it. Teal around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they extend their lead.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
This is Willie Castro. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Mendez digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt, Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Baez throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the White Sox, the right fielder.
So 2 down. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. This could end it. Out to center. Acuna settles underneath it, and he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Mendez with a fair showing in this win.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
My cheap one, not no man.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. It's Greg Amsinger, Yonder Alonso, and Dan Plesac with you as we continue to cover awards season. We're talking Rookie of the Year, a huge accomplishment in any young player's career. But Yonder, man, winning this award, I can't imagine what it means to your stock going forward in your career.
I'll tell you what, I saw Bryce Harper win Rookie of the Year. I saw his first base hit as well in the big leagues, and I knew this guy was going to be a superstar. Once you win this award, all of a sudden now you're on the map to being one of the best players.
It seems like you have all the momentum in the world. It should be the case for him.
Yeah, and one of the things you want to do, you don't want to be one of those one-hit wonders. Now there's a lot of eyeballs on you. We'll see if he can continue this and have a long and outstanding career.
And there's no debate. We're all in agreement. He deserved the honor.
Cuando te miro, ¿qué dices si no a ver el amanecer? Te digo y luego viene y me vamos a vernos luego. Si no te gusta, que vienes al diablo y lo embobo. Vaya parcerita país y yo costeño coleto. En una baldosa, pa' hablarte claro, cero mensaje. Se sabe que tú eres puro veneno. Ay, tienes la magia, tú sí tienes uno. Que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Fue amor a primera vista cuando
And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the New York Yankees.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Yankees. Batting second, the shortstop, Joe Mendez.
Joe Mendez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Line drive, pulls it in on the run. Out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
The 0-1. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Throw on to Torkelson, 2 away. Man at first, 1 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. 2 away. Bottom 4. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. On the ground, out to short. Gloves it on the dive. Fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding. And how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, Joe Mendez. That smash towards center. And there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
In plenty of time to first, and Bader is out. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jace Young looking to start something. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Isaac Pacheco. The Tigers down to their final strike. High fly ball right field. Fernandez gets under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Joe Mendez up now for the Tigers. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Hard hit right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. That's it out.
Batting third, the left.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. Nice grab. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Jeremiah Jackson. On the ground, Mendez. That's the 3rd out. And the Orioles leave 1. Still behind by no outs. Runner on second. Up the middle, Henderson. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Number 86.
They're running out of time in this.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit. Bradish is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Joe Mendez digs in now. Base hit.
Pick it up.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out
great
single.
job right there. You squared up on that sucker.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31.
Here's Riley Green.
Riley.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Mendez, the runner at second with 1 away. Runner goes again. In there for strike 3. Out at third. And that ends the inning. One out. Runner at second. Luke Keeschel now at the plate.
Keeschel.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Mendez. In plenty of time to first. Got him.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Hard ground ball base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Smoked that thing. That a boy. Good job.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Runner!
Runner on the go. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Fly ball to right. Caught, and now a chance to double the runner off second. The relay throw. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. Hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runners tagging from second and third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 8-1. So one out with two aboard. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. Here's a 1-1. Yes. Runner takes off on the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond. That's out number 2. And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
The first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Alex Call. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away for him. So a man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Heston Kjerstad. The Tigers down to their final strike. Ground ball left side. A dive. Nice stop. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars. But an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Yeah, going crazy on this day. Reason why I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Runner at third, nobody out. Mendez getting ready to hit. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field.
Nice, nice.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Riley Green.
Back.
Quick toss to first, and he just got his hand in there. The 1-2. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 30, Kerry Carpenter.
One out. Runner at second. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Back.
Pickoff throw, and he's back safely. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he can't hang on. Throws to second. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that leaves them with runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. Double steal. On the ground. There's one. On to Olsen. That's two. Bottom half of it. 2 outs, runner at first. Drake Baldwin, the next to hit. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And he throws it into center field.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Mendez goes after that one for strike one.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
In the air, right field, low. Settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away. Here's Acuna now. Up the middle, Mendez. And he beats it. He's safe.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Strike two. That's a hit.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
For the Tigers, the left
Riley
fielder,
Green
31,
digs in for a critical at bat.
Green.
Hard hit right side. And the inning is over. Tigers stranded. No outs. Runner at first. Austin Riley digs in now. The 0-1. Grounds one to short. Oh, great stop. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide.
John Rave up now for the Tigers.
17,
the Tigers down to their final strike. High fly ball, right field. Melendez should have this one. This one is over. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Addison Barger now at the plate. On the ground to the left, Mendez throws to first in time.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
One down. Joe Mendez up now for the Tigers. That's a hit. And the tying run is on base. Here's Riley Green. The 1-2. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Dunks one into left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob.
Runners on the move in the
Slide,
dirt.
slide, slide.
Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Mendez at third. Green at second with one away. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Joe Mendez. The 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Snags it on the run. 1 away. So they're all loaded up. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. The 0-2. Ripped to short. And the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Up next,
nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Runner on the go in the dirt. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And a 2-1 on the way. Up the middle. Flips it. There's one. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter. Jace Young. Look at his stop. So 2 down. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays.
Straw.
The 1-1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Edouard Julien next up for the Blue Jays. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. And that is the ball game. And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
Joe Mendez, the next to hit. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Riley Green. Runner on the go in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. The 2-2. Runner goes again. And that one ripped to left. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. And he's out. Not able to get back to the bag safely. Fouled off down the right side. Meadows gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Look out, way inside. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Lined, and that's a base hit. One runs in. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Now, they had him dead to rights right there at the plate, and I hate to say it, but that's on the third base coach. Third base coach was sending him all the way, and it just wasn't the right call. I know base coaches take a lot of pride in what they do and how they prepare, but I think he'll be thinking about that one for a little while.
Throw on to Torkelson. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play. Right side.
Hard 90, hard 90.
Rosario tosses to first. Out number 3. First and Rosario stands in for the Phillies.
Rosario.
On the ground to the left. Mendez goes to third for 1. Over to first, safe. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jace Young. So 2 down. Now here is Cesar Salazar. Swing at a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him. And
Isaac Pacheco up now for the Tigers. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
shortstop, Joe Mendez.